Hi Verbling! Hope you're all having a great day today. This is the last class today on idioms and expressions, so I hope we have a fun time. We are learning about how different groups of words or phrases or sentences have a different meaning than what they seem at first. So it should be fun. We had a lot of fun in the last two classes thinking of examples, and we will be doing the same thing right now. I have posted the link in the chat at the very beginning of the chat if you would like to join, to look at that link. As we create examples during this class, I will save the document, and then every time you look at that document, it will have all of the examples that we talked about. Hi, Andre.
Hi, how you
Welcome
doing?
back. Good,
Thank
how
you.
are you? By the way, I forgot to ask you, are you feeling better today?
Yes,
Good, good.
ready for the action.
Pardon me?
Ready for the action.
Ready for the action. And we have SJ. Hello, SJ.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
The third class of today of me.
I know. That's great. That's great. Great practice. And
5
we also...
p.m. here.
Pardon me?
5 p.m. here.
It is 5
5
p.m. 5 p.m. your time. It is 1 p.m. my time. 1 p.m. for me.
Oh.
But that's okay. It's a good day. And we have Chuffed. Welcome back, Chuffed.
Hello?
Chuffed? Okay, there you are. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Great. I can hear you too. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And also welcome to Mario.
Hello, Lauren. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, fantastic. Yes, great.
Good. Not Marlo.
Not Marlo. Yeah.
I'm still laughing at that. And you know what's very funny?
Yeah.
I thought of you because I have a student whose name is Aslan.
Okay.
Aslan. A-S-L-A-N. And I have been calling him Asian, A-S-I-A-N, because I thought that the L was the I, because I told you on my computer it looks the same. So.
Okay.
And then one of my students sent me a message and said, I don't think that's his name. I think that his name, and I was so embarrassed. So, yeah.
Oh,
so I said,
funny.
you know, word of the day is embarrassment. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Great. And welcome to Amr again.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi. Oh, I think someone's talking to you in the background.
Yeah, this is my mother.
Okay, tell her you are at Verbling.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay.
Wait a second, please.
Sure. And welcome to Enrique again. Welcome back. We have two Enriques actually, so I'm gonna say Enrique Benito.
Okay.
Hi, Enrique Benito. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we have Enrico Diaz. Enrique Diaz, are you there? Enrique Diaz, we can't hear you. You might be on mute. So if you're on mute, there will be a little red button at the top right corner of your screen, right here. And if you press that button, it should not be red. You should make sure it is not red. Or maybe your computer is loading. Let me see. I will wait, and hopefully there will be no problem with your sound. Okay, and welcome back, Maria.
Hi, thank you so much.
Hi, welcome back. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's Labour's Day here.
You're in Brazil?
No, in Sweden.
Oh my goodness, in Brazil they have Labor Day as well.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
So we have a day off, and it's been sunny and nice, yeah.
Ooh, lucky, lucky. That's great. That's great. And welcome also to Nihan.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Nihan. How are you today?
Thank you. In Turkey is the same. The 1st of May is Labor Day.
Oh, okay.
In France too.
In France too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
In Spain too.
We do not have Labor Day today. It's okay.
When is your Labor Day? I guess September or?
September.
Yes. Yeah.
It's September, yes. And I just heard Enrique Diaz. Is your microphone working now?
Yes, now it's working.
Great, great. Okay, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, Lauren.
Great, great. And welcome again to Amr. Amr, is everything working well on your side of things?
Yes.
Okay, good. Amr, did you have technical difficulties last class?
Yeah, I have a problem with my connection. I don't know why.
Oh,
In the last class, I hear your voice, but I can't see your screen.
That's not good. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
But now it's okay. I can hear you and see you.
Okay, good. And I just, SJ, I think I was hearing some echo coming from you, so just make sure you're wearing headphones. I think that was SJ.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's start. As you know, expressions are when words are put together and they make either a phrase or a sentence that is commonly understood to mean something a little different than the literal meaning of that sentence. First off, does anyone have an expression that they did not understand before that they want to ask now before we begin with the material I have?
So far, so good, I think.
So far, so good. Great. If anyone has any questions and you think, oh, I heard this expression in a movie and I don't know what it means, please ask me. You can interrupt the class and I will go over that expression for you.
Hold your horse.
I
heard in a movie, but I couldn't understand what's the meaning.
Sure, I'll get to. I think that was Enrique talking before, but Nihan, hold your horses. Hold your horses. This is one of our expressions later on in the list, but we might not get to that today, so I'll explain. Hold your horses. If you have, imagine the days before they had cars, before they had a car, and they would race. They would race the horses. Do you know what I mean by race?
Yes, pit them or.
Yeah. Yes, to race. It means to. If two people are having a race, they're running, and one person wants to be faster than the other. So, but if your horses were too excited, and before the race starts, they ran over the line, not the finish line, but the beginning. So you're supposed to say before a race, 1, 2, 3, go. But if before you say go, one of the horses has already stepped over the line, the person would say, hold your horses. Hold your horses. Don't go too fast. This means, like, we use this as an expression to mean calm down. Calm down. Don't
Like,
rush.
Take it easy?
Take it easy. Exactly, exactly. Hold your horses. Do not rush. Do not rush. You have time. You have time. Calm down. Hold your horses. Calm down.
Like is tiger.
Easy, tiger. Absolutely. Easy, tiger. This is the exact same thing.
It's about the horse race. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you sometimes when you remember the literal meaning of it, it's easier. So it just means like calm down. For example, let's say you were asking a question and then Mario was like, Lauren, 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 and then also Enrique Diaz was like, Lauren, I have a question. I would say, hold your horses. Take it easy, okay? Hold your horses, everyone. I will get to you. We have time. Stop rushing me.
Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down. Yes, Enrico Benito. Can I call you Benito for this class? Is that okay?
Well, I will let you do it.
Okay, maybe I will continue to say Enrique Benito. Or
Nah,
Mr. Benito.
I don't care.
Mr. Benito and Mr. Diaz.
I like Mr.
Okay, that's good. I'll do that because I don't want to get confused with Enrique and Enrique. Okay, so let's we have that one. Was there another one?
Yes, but not about an idiom, but about the.
Enrique Diaz, we can't hear you.
An example you give.
Sure. About an example I gave.
I give out these coupons on Monday, and I will be giving these coupons out. Do you remember that? Yes.
I will be giving these coupons out.
It's about if I could say yes. It's because you put out separate of giving in the second example. I don't understand if it's because you use during in that example.
So this was for my class yesterday on prepositions.
Yes.
Okay, that might take a little long to explain, Enrique, just because I would have to bring up my document because I don't remember exactly what I said.
No, it's just I could use giving out these coupons during the day on Monday. So in a join, not
Could you
separate.
say that? Absolutely.
Yes? Okay.
Could you say this? So if you said during the day, absolutely. This means like anytime during the day.
But giving out these coupons during the day, giving out in a joint way, not separate in a joint.
Yeah, so that's like a phrasal verb, giving out.
Okay. Okay.
Giving out. You're going to give out something. This means you're going to literally give out to anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had that doubt because you separate the second example. You separate the phrasal verb in the second example.
Oh, I think maybe I said giving them out. Maybe. But that's okay. We'll have our phrasal verbs in another day. But what you said right now, I understand your question. Absolutely, you could say that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's start with and if you have any questions, please ask me. Ask me, and I am happy to explain, even if I don't have those in my document. So we finished last class at 40. So now we're going to start on 45. 45.
That one sounds funny to me.
To bend over backwards.
Yeah.
This is like it means to do whatever possible to help someone. So this is how you can think of this one, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I'm trying to help you so much.
Okay.
I think that I bend over backwards for my students, for example, because I always reply to, let's say, messages. And many of the verbaling teachers, we bend over backwards for the students. We spend many hours planning our classes. We reply to you. If you have questions in the chat, we try to reply to the chat. And it's like we couldn't do anything more to help the students.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say one day a student came in class and said, you really should put more effort in, Lauren. You know, and you know you're not prepared and you don't have answers to all the questions, I would say, whoa, I'm bending over backwards for you. This means like I'm helping you here and I'm helping you here, here, here. I'm even bending over backwards and helping people from here. Like I'm helping people from all over, all around me. I never stop. I'm always helping. I'm like always helping. So I think of bending over backwards. It's impossible to bend over backwards, right? Like your back does not go back like your hips go forward. So if I'm helping everyone, including bending over backwards to help, this is like doing the impossible. So this is an expression, and like maybe you would say, don't say this, Lauren is bending over backwards for us, and that's very rude. That's what the expression means. It means doing the impossible to help.
Okay.
Or let's say for example, you are helping a friend and the friend is not appreciative. You could say, I feel like I'm bending over backwards for you and I don't know what else I could possibly do to help you.
Okay.
Yeah. It means to do whatever it takes to help someone. You're willing to do anything. Who wants to think of an example for this one?
Can I use I do not bend over backward to help my friend because he's a bad man, like that?
Yeah.
If he asks you to do something, you can reply, I don't want to bend over backwards. Or can you use it as a response?
Yes. Here, we have to put this in context. So, for example, your boss says, okay, that was Maria, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Maria, let's say your boss says to you, Maria, would you mind if you could do this paper for me? And you would say, yeah, no problem. And then, would you also mind doing this for me? Sure, no problem. Oh, and I want to take the weekend to go to Las Vegas with my friends. Would you mind staying here all weekend and doing all of my work as well?
No.
You would go home and you would say, he's asking me to bend over backwards for him. I don't want to. And you could say to your boss, I don't want to be rude, but I'm not willing to bend over backwards like that. I'm not willing to bend over backwards like that. Okay. That means I'm not willing to do that much work. And it's okay to say that. Yes. This means that you need to have a break. You're not willing to do anything possible that he wants you to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For example, in the Friends TV series, I listened to a character said, "Learn over backwards" is the same.
Learn over backwards?
Yes.
I've never heard of that before, Andre.
Lean, perhaps. Lean. Is that
lean over backwards? Yeah, lean over, bend over, same thing. The most common one is bend over backwards, but lean over backwards, Andre, is that what you meant, or learn?
Okay.
Because lean over backwards would mean the same thing.
Okay.
Thanks, Maria. Okay, any questions about this one? Any questions? And I just want to say to Melanie in the chat, Melanie, I think that you, if I remember correctly, you are a new Verbling student. But I just wanted to say, because we are practicing English, I'd love if you could continue practicing English in the chat, and same with anyone else, because we like to have our whole website for practicing English, if you're on the English site, especially for the English classes chat. Please and thank you. Okay, let's continue. So we've got bend over backwards. Next one, bite your tongue. This one's easy. This means avoid talking or to tell someone to stop talking. So let's say you're saying something, and you're saying something to someone, and you've said something that has, here's an expression, crossed the line. Do you have that expression in your language?
Yes.
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 In
Can
Spain,
you
Go too far.
To go too far, exactly. Yeah, like when you go too far, you've said something. So let's say you're saying to your friend, you know, I understand it's difficult not having money, but what did you expect? You haven't had a job for a year. And your friend says to you, whoa, you've crossed the line. And then you say, what? You've been lazy. And your friend would say, bite your tongue. Bite your tongue. Just
Shut
if
up.
you bite your tongue, you won't be able to speak.
no
So it
more.
just means
Here
say
in
no
Spain-
more.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Here in
it
Spain,
means shut up.
Shut
It
up.
means shut up. But it's an, yes.
In my language, we use this expression to, how can I explain, to touch the wood, like not bad luck shouldn't touch you. That kind of we use. Bite your tongue. The exact meaning in my language to express our feelings and hope you have a luck day. Is it different in this expression?
Yeah, no, we don't use it in that way. But that's very interesting. So you say bite your tongue because you don't want to say something that will bring bad luck.
Yeah.
We
like
have
touch the wood, and it means if something happened very, very good, and you said bite your tongue and wish everything goes very well, lucky.
we have that expression as well. It's knock on wood.
Yes.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood means putting your knuckles, these are your knuckles, on wood. This means if you're talking about something, so let's say you're talking about something very good. For example, I'm really lucky because my family is very healthy. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx it. Do you know what jinx means?
No.
No.
This is like slang actually, jinx. It means the same as knock on wood. It means I don't want to predict something is really, really good because if I predict it is really good, maybe bad luck will come.
Yeah.
Yes, this is funny because all those expressions already exist in France also. Yes, knock on wood. So we just say the same thing in France. And by your tongue, we just say swallow your tongue in France. Yes, I can't say it. Swallow your tongue.
That's funny, Mario. We say that every now and then. You'll hear swallow your tongue.
Yeah.
That means like, or you'll hear swallow your words.
Yeah.
Swallow your words. That means just stop talking. Stop it.
In Spain, we used bite your tongue when something or someone is annoying you or has done something that annoys you, and you don't want to reply. So we say I bite my tongue. So meaning that you don't want to reply to discuss.
Thank you so much, Enrique, because that's another really good one. Another really applicable use of this. So sometimes you tell someone, bite your tongue. This means be quiet. Stop saying what you're saying. Bite your tongue. But sometimes we can say, I bit my tongue, or I really had to bite my tongue. For example, when someone says something to you, for example, let's say a man is saying, oh, women should never be allowed to work. I mean, if I started saying my opinion, it wouldn't matter. This person has his opinion. And so if I told the story later, I would say, I really had to bite my tongue because I didn't want to cause a fight. I really had to bite my tongue. And you're right, Enrique. If someone says something aggressive to you, you may want to bite your tongue because you don't want to invite them to keep fighting with you.
Yes. Or when you don't, that's it. When you don't want to discuss with someone.
Yeah, when you don't want to add in. Wait, what was the expression that we talked about injury?
Add insult to injury.
Exactly. You don't want to add insult to injury, maybe. And so you might want to bite your tongue. But that's another expression. We already went over that one. But exactly, sometimes it's a good idea to bite your tongue. This means maybe you really want to say something, but you just shouldn't. You just shouldn't. No good will come about it, about saying something.
Don't ruin everything.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Bite your tongue can use in keep me a secret.
Keeping a secret? Yeah, it could be about keeping a secret if you were at a situation, for example, who asked that question? Was that SJ?
Yes, me.
So SJ, let's say you just found out that your sister is pregnant and is having a baby, but she wants to tell your parents. She wants to tell your parents first. Maybe you are sitting with your parents and they don't know yet, and your parents say, I wonder if I would be so happy if I found out she was having a baby. You would have to bite your tongue because you're thinking, I have a secret and I want to tell, but I want to tell the secret, but I have to bite my tongue. I have to just not say because nothing good will come of saying it. So it's the same idea.
Laura.
Yes.
About this expression, I bit my tongue. For example, in my job, if my coworker is making a job, but this job is very bored, and I think by myself, I've never been doing this job, and my boss said to me, Andre, you need to do this now. I can say that I bit my tongue.
Great example. That's a really good example. That's exactly when someone would say that. You see your friend doing a job and you think, I would hate to do that job. And then your boss comes behind you and says, Andre, you can do that job too. You would have to just, okay, no problem. And you go and do it. But you're really not happy. But if you said what your opinion was, which was, I don't want to, your boss will say, bye-bye.
You are fired.
You can leave. The word getting fired, to get fired, I mean, that's like an expression as well. To fire someone. I mean, some people, if you lose your job, it's like your life is over. So the expression to get fired is so common, we don't even remember that it has the word fire in it.
Okay.
But anyways, we don't need to talk about that one. Let's continue on. So
that's where it comes from? Fire?
Yeah.
Is it from fire? Okay.
I heard this from a university professor one time because in Old England, the word fire was used, like you would say, oh, I'm going to throw myself in the fire. I'm going to throw myself in the fire if something bad happens. So it was like a way, I think people started using it. I got fired. And then eventually it became a common word.
Fire is like you've done something very bad, so you've been fired. No?
Not even
Or
necessarily.
you throw yourself in the fire.
Yeah, to throw yourself in the fire. What does that mean?
I don't know.
You are in a bad situation.
Do something dangerous.
To put yourself in a bad situation.
Yes.
So let's say, Maria, you know that there is that you find a man and you know he's bad news. He's not good because he is a criminal. He's a criminal. And then you say, oh, but I like him. And so, but then your relationship becomes deeper, but then he gets you into trouble. People would say, you threw yourself into that fire. You knew that it was a dangerous situation and you put yourself in that situation.
Okay.
So to be fired, it's like to be, and it goes with the expression as well, they're all intertwined. So to throw someone into the fire, to put them in a bad situation, to be fired. And this is all like the metaphor. If you throw yourself into a fire, you're probably going to burn. So that's the expression.
Okay.
Can you write, please?
Yep, to throw yourself in the fire. So I said to throw yourself in the fire means to put yourself in a bad situation.
Okay.
So you must have expected you would get burned. So if you think literally, if you jump into a fire, you are going to get burned. So if you know, I remember my parents used to say this to me when I was younger. In high school, they would say, don't go to a party. If you go to a party and something bad happens, we will not help you because you threw yourself into the fire. So I knew there was if you know there's a possibility that bad things will happen and you still do it, then you are choosing to get burned or to be hurt or for bad things to happen. Larissa asks, to have a cow. What does it mean to have a cow? Does anyone know?
No.
No?
Don't know the expression.
To have a cow about something means to like be very worried about something. Like to have a cow means like to get very upset. Or to like, for example, do you know the expression like to freak out about something? Maybe to overreact about something. So let's say a company is losing a lot of money. The company had a cow over it. They were going crazy. It can also mean when people laugh very hard at a joke. I've never used this expression because there's like two different meanings. One of them means to get very worried and worked up, your emotions and passions worked up. And it can be a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a big concern, in fact.
Yeah, like when something's really concerning to you.
Okay.
So, were there any questions right now about what we're talking about? So we had bite your tongue. We understand this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need to get an example for that one. This one, to chow down means to eat hungrily. So when you're really, really hungry and you get some food, this is what eating looks like. This is what chowing down looks like.
That happens when you're starving.
It happens when you're starving, exactly.
For example, chow down, guys. The food's getting cold.
Yeah. Yeah, chow down, everyone. The food will get cold. So although it means to eat hungrily, we use it as an expression to just mean to eat. So, for example, you wouldn't say, I chowed something. You wouldn't say, I chowed. It is a phrasal verb, so you use it like to chow down. So, for example, you wouldn't say you chowed down on breakfast unless you were eating breakfast hungrily in a hurry. But sometimes you might say, we went over to my friend's house, and she had so many snacks. We chowed down on enchiladas and this and that. So it's used just to say that you were eating sometimes in a social way. But the most important thing is if you're going to use it, the most common way is saying, we chow down on that pizza. We chow down on that pizza. We chow down on that sushi. Does anyone here like sushi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Japanese
love,
food.
I love sushi.
yeah, I
I
love
Sushi,
sushi.
sashimi.
Great sushi.
Oh, I went to, I don't know if you know where this is. It's called Tsukiji. It's in Japan. It's the biggest fish market in the world. And I ate sushi there, and it was amazing. It was so good. It was the best. You should go there. So yeah, when I got there, I hadn't eaten all day because I was waiting for the sushi. So when I got there, I chowed down on that sushi. I did not eat politely. I was just like, nom 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 nom. Give me all this food. It was so good. So that's what chow down means. Okay, any questions about this one?
I have a question. For example, if a mother is taking care her son and in the dinner table, and the mother said, "Don't chow down, eat slower."
Yeah, that works absolutely. Oops.
Lauren, the chow down is not acceptable manner, is it? Is it a bad manner?
I think it's acceptable. Is it not?
Oh yeah, it's acceptable, but it's not like the best manners. So, for example, if you go to a wedding, you don't want to be described as chowing down your food. But it is totally acceptable. It just means eating. I mean, no one really eats like this. No one really eats like that. It's an expression. It means like you were shoving. Nihan, I love when you said to ingest. To ingest is like if you took a breath, the food is all coming in like, like all the food. It's like you did not even chew it. It's like you didn't chew it, but you did, obviously. But that's, it is socially acceptable to say, or to say we're chowing down. But it's not necessarily considered the most polite way of eating. Does that answer your question? A little bit?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now we have this one here. We have hell or high water. Come hell or high water. You say this when you're willing to do something. So when you're willing to do something, I said this, but let's say willing to do something no matter what obstacle or difficulties come your way. No matter what obstacles or difficulties come your way. So, do you know the story of Noah's Ark?
Yes.
It is like a biblical story. What's the story?
The Noé.
Yes.
Noé take a couple of animals and put inside the big boat
The flood
to
came.
preserve the lives.
Yeah. What is the flood, Maria?
Flood, rain. It rained
What's the
so
flood?
much.
You said there was a flood, right?
Yeah, it was raining so much, so everything was flooded.
When it rains so much, so the whole world, everyone, all of the animals, everything that was not in Noah's Ark was supposed to die. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this expression means, and you know what hell is, right? Hell is like where the devil is believed to be. So like this is heaven and this is hell, right? And this is the earth. So if we think about heaven and hell, and we think of come hell or high waters, hell or high waters. These are two horrible things. So we're saying if I will do this, even if hell comes to earth, or even if I do this, there will be high waters and I'm going to die, I will still do this. So it's like saying I'm really, really, really committed to what I'm doing. I know it's very difficult to raise kids, but I will do this, come hell or high water. That's a bad example. But yeah, so it means you say this when you're going to do something no matter what comes your way. And these are the ultimate obstacles, obviously. Hell and high water would be the ultimate obstacles.
For example, come hell or high water, we gonna speak English.
Yeah, totally. No matter what difficulties I come to, I will never give up. Oh.
I totally agree with that expression.
You agree with this example?
Of course. No
Good.
matter what could happen, I will.
So this means I don't care what obstacles, because hell and high water are the worst things that could possibly happen. So if you have difficulties pronouncing the TH sound, yes, this is a difficulty, but hell and high water are even worse, and I'm still willing to be committed. So that's a really good example. Thank you, Andre.
You're welcome.
Recep, I don't understand your question in the chat. Can you please repeat your question in different words? I just don't understand exactly what you mean. Yes, Nihan, the example you gave. Oh, looks like you and Andre were thinking the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, so now, I like this one too. This one's definitely common. Is anyone else hearing an echo?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear an echo.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know who it's coming from, but if you could just make sure you're on mute unless you are speaking. Oh, it stopped. Great. Okay, so this one, to crack someone up, this means to make someone laugh or to start laughing. If you crack up yourself, you start laughing. This means, have you ever been to, let's say, when you see guards and they stand there like this and they stand with very serious faces?
Yes.
And if you try to make them laugh, they do not laugh. They stand like this.
They are not allowed to laugh, I think.
They're not allowed to laugh. Yes, exactly. If you did something really funny and you were just making them laugh and they finally laughed, you would see his face, it would be very, very serious, and then it would start to, we say crack. It means that I'm going to give you a new word. You can say his facade, pretending that he is very serious, will start to crack, will start to break. The lie of being serious. Obviously, he's a human being. Of course he finds you funny, right? So it starts to go away, and his face will look like this. So it will slowly crack up. That's the expression. To crack someone up just means to make someone laugh. So even if they are not trying not to laugh, if I say something and all of the students laugh, I will say to myself, oh, I'm so happy I cracked everyone up. But
Is it the pronunciation facade?
Pardon me?
Facade?
Facade. Facade is like a lie.
Facade. Okay.
Facade is like, for example, let's say Mario pretends that he's very nice. Okay, you do. Okay.
Crack a joke.
Not a joke. No. So I know you understand, Enrique, but I'm just going to explain it. So if you have a facade, let's say Mario, is very, very nice, and he pretends to be nice, but it's all a facade. really deep down inside, he's very mean.
The mask.
Yeah, it's like a mask. It's a mask. Yeah, Chuft says it's a mask, masked face. It's like, or someone says poker face. It's like what you want people to see you as, but maybe you are not really like that. So that's what I mean. To crack someone up is like to crack their facade, but we still use it even when someone's not trying to be serious. We say it all the time. It just means to make someone laugh. Very simple. I have not heard a lot from Recep. Recep, welcome to the Hangout. Recep, are you there? Do you have a microphone?
Yes, I have, but my voice hoarse.
That's okay, Recep. It's still good to practice speaking. We don't mind that your voice is hoarse.
Yes.
But maybe you can help us think of an example, and you can type it in the chat if you don't want to speak. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in the meantime, we're going to go to this one. Do you have this expression, fingers?
Yes.
No, I don't know.
So I don't need to explain that one then. We don't even need to think of an example because I think that one's common in most cultures. It just means cross your fingers, let's hope. Let's be hopeful. It's a superstitious. It means...
It's like knock on wood also?
Exactly the same as knock on wood. Thank you, Mario. So if you knock on wood or cross your fingers, exact same thing. Cross your fingers, let's hope. Let's hope we win. This means I hope. I'm hoping for luck. I'm hoping for luck. Semi, you cannot have any background noise for Verbling.
What?
Hi, Semi. I can hear people in the background.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have.
I've just joined.
Oh, I know, but we can hear people speaking in the background.
Really? Here? Okay, wait for a while. I'm gonna change my room.
That's a good idea. Please, thank you.
Okay. Wait, just wait for a while.
That's okay.
How is it now?
Now it's much better. Much better. Thank you. Great. So,
Lauren is gone. Yeah.
Maybe Lauren is searching another place.
Come back, Lauren.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yes, you did it.
Welcome back.
yay! I'm so happy. Sorry about that. I just kept explaining, and no one was answering me, and then I found out I was out of the Hangout. Okay. Great. So, did I miss anything?
No, nothing else
No,
happened.
we are waiting.
Yes.
Okay.
We were crying for you.
I hope not. So we have this expression, right? We have don't cry over spilt milk. We did this another time already, though. We already did this for, I guess last week we did this one, but I'll just go over it quickly. Don't cry over spilt milk. This one's easy because it means don't cry over something that's already happened that you can't change. If this was milk and I spilled it on the table, I can never get that milk back. The milk is gone. So why should I sit here and say, I can't believe I spilled the milk. Oh my gosh, the milk. So it means it's not a big, even if it was a big problem, it already happened. So don't cry over something that happened in the past. Any questions about that?
I know this one.
No.
No, it's quite easy.
Good, good. Okay. Have you heard of this one? To cry wolf.
Liar.
Yeah, like in the story?
Yeah. Yeah, like the story.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, I'm speaking for the birds. I was muted.
Oh, you're muted.
If you cry wolf, even though there is no danger, next time perhaps people will not believe you.
Yes. Right. Exactly. That's exactly what it means. So basically, don't cause a false alarm. For example, if you lie to someone, well, you know this one. If you lie to someone and they find out that you lied, next time you might be telling the truth, but they won't believe you because you've already, or maybe that's not a good example, actually. It would be more like, let's say do you know what it means to cause a false alarm?
Yeah.
Yeah, it means like to cause panic when there is no panic. So if I ran into my house and I said, there's a fire, and then my boyfriend says, oh my gosh, and he gets up and tries to help, and I say, just kidding, ha ha ha, this is crying wolf. And then next time there might be a real fire, but he will not believe me, and I will be in big trouble. So,
Do something deliberately?
Nihan, we can't hear you very well. Can you speak closer
do
to
something deliberately? Yes, I am speaking, but...
Yep, now we can hear you. So it's like when you do this
deliberately. Can you hear me, Lauren?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's deliberately. That's what this one means. To intentionally, let's say, or deliberately.
Okay.
It's basically like, don't, here's an example. One of my friends called my other friend on, do you have April Fool's Day?
Of course we have in Turkey.
Yeah.
So one of my friends...
December.
Yeah. One of my friends called my other friends on April Fool's Day and said, I'm pregnant, aren't you excited? And talked about it for 10 minutes. And then said, April Fools, haha. Now, that's not a good thing to joke about. And later on, she told her friend, she said, I think I'm pregnant. And the friend just didn't believe her. She just didn't. She said, I'll believe it when I see it. When I see you have a baby, I'll believe it. Because the false alarm from before, there was nothing my friend could say because she was such a good actor. She was such a good actress. She caused such a good false alarm that my friend would not believe her. So it's intentional. It is implied that the lie is intentional.
What's the story of that day?
Pardon me?
What's the story of that day?
April Fool.
Oh, April Fools. Mario, can you explain April Fools?
It's just one day in a year that it's a laugh day. So everyone have to make a joke and invent story, make pranks, things like this. It's just a day that you're allowed to do stupid things and could be funny also.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Exactly. It's like pulling a prank on someone, pulling someone's leg. Yeah. And they do anything on April Fools, Enrique. Like sometimes people will. Here's an example. When I was in university, my friends did to another friend's bed. They took saran wrap. Do you know what saran wrap is? It is like plastic that you put over food.
Okay. Yes.
So they put this all around his bed, and then they put the sheet on, and then they put it all around the sheet, and then they put the blanket on, and then they put it all around the blanket. So he got to his bed after a long day of studying, and he had to spend an hour fixing it. So this was an April Fool's prank. It's like a joke, but I don't like that joke. But anyways.
Yes, I don't either.
That didn't make, I mean...
My boss said last April Fool's Day, I will raise your salary, and then he said, it's April Fool's Day. Oh my god.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
He's a bad joker. I hate April Fool's Day.
Me too. Me too. I don't do any pranks on anyone. I think it's mean. But anyways, I'm just realizing right now that so we've got to cry wolf. We understand that one. Cut to the chase. I'll go over this quickly and then I'll end class. This one, we already talked about this when we said to beat around the bush. So when someone is beating around the bush, not talking about the actual issue, then someone might say, cut to the chase. Leave out all the unnecessary details of your stories, and get to the point of what you want to say. So cut to the chase is like, be specific, be direct.
Shortcut.
It's very common, because when I saw a movie or a TV series, they always use cut to the chase.
Yeah, or you will see business people in movies will say, okay, now let's cut to the chase, huh? You and me, let's cut to the chase.
Yeah.
This means no saying hello, asking me how my family's doing. No, let's talk business right here, right now. What's the main point?
Don't beat him around the bush.
Great actress, Lauren.
But it's not rude to say. I mean,
no.
No.
Well, yes, it is rude. Actually, yeah, it's rude. Sorry. Yeah, because if you want it, you would be cutting someone off unless you're saying, I'd like to cut to the chase. I want to be precise. Here's my problem. But it's normally a little bit rude. It means
it's rude to just tell somebody else to.
Rude to tell somebody else because you're basically saying, be quiet.
It's not consider the feelings of the another person.
Maybe the other person is having a hard time explaining something. Like, for example, if I'm telling you a story and you said, Lauren, cut to the chase. Then it's like,
it's like, I don't want to listen to you. Okay.
You only want the main point. You don't like.
No, I think the businessman has no time for waffling and doing the time is money.
Yes, so you don't have time. Yes.
Exactly.
My mother always say, cut to the chase.
Okay.
Exactly.
Come to the point.
Get to the point.
Around the bush.
Exactly. And Chuff gave another one. For businessmen, time is money. So the more time you waste listening to people, the less money you make. So he says, cut to the chase. What's the point? What are you trying to ask me? If you go to talk to your boss and you say, you want to get more money, but you go into your boss and you say, I really feel that I am working really hard, and last week you told me to do this, but I bent over backwards. I did more than you asked me to do, and your boss might say, okay, cut to the chase. What do you want? And you would say, well, I want a raise. So that's an example when it's rude to say cut to the chase to someone else, right? But class is over now, so
alrighty.
We have a speaking class next. So I will see you there, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, you're welcome.
Okay. Yes.
You're welcome.
See you next time.
Yes, let's hope. And if you'd like to get updates on my classes, it's right over there in the chat. See you all soon.